For Christmas this year, I got my dad a Apple CarPlay module for his 2016, 17? Can't remember, Cayman. Because it doesn't come with CarPlay. This is from Merge Screens, and so we're going to see how easy the install is or not easy. The first step, they say, is to take off these side panels and start unscrewing the screen. So I'm going to slowly start doing that. I've done this once before because I installed this little Renline puck thing for your phone. So let's see if I can remember. So those panels are now out, and now I think we just need to start unscrewing these Torx bits on the side. So I've got a tool for that. Panels are off. This is now unscrewed. So let's keep going. The head unit has been removed, and now I think we've got to peel this apart and start adding the merge screen stuff to it. So I'm pulling mine off. The screen is being separated from the actual head unit itself. Mine's getting stuck in the top right-hand corner, so I'm going to work it for a little bit and just take it easy and not ruin it. So I'm going to try and keep getting it. So this should basically pop off right now. Whoops. All right. Well, we're good. And only a little bit fell on that screw. Be careful when you're removing it because it'll pop right off. So now I think we need to replace some of these ribbons. So I've spliced in here. Basically it piggybacks off of this is the OEM piece of ribbon, and this basically jumps into it and then it sends a new one down to there. Same thing over here. This is the OEM one. It piggybacks onto it from there. So I believe this is going to go into the controller itself right there, or something. We'll find that out in a few minutes. So I've done what they did in the video, which is basically protect this with electrical tape, because I believe it's going to be interfering at some point, which I don't think ribbon cables like very much. But protect all the stuff you attached and make sure it doesn't jostle around. I think this is going to be pressed up pretty tightly against the case. So let's reassemble. So as I was assembling, I thought to myself, there's no way that this little ribbon cable is going to fit through that slot, which is what it looks like it does on their instruction video. And so I was trimming some of the electrical tape that goes in here, and I freaking cut the gosh darn ribbon cable. Looks like I cut 2, almost 3 of those wires, and so now we need to do a ribbon cable repair job. God damn it. All right, the beginning of my freaking ribbon repair job. This is so small, it's hard to come up on camera. I mean, there's my fingernail. So if we zoom in a bunch, see I've exposed 2 of the ones I cut. I'm pretty sure that third one is totally fine, so I'm not gonna bother, but I used a little blade to scrape off the exact parts I needed to, and now it's time to resolder those. Oh my God, I hate myself. So I just tried. I don't think I did it right. I don't think that those are properly attached yet. I think I need a little more. But man, I've never done this before, so a bit of a learning experience to say the least. I'll try not to freaking damage it anymore, Jesus Christ. So this is not going particularly well, unsurprisingly. I feel like I got the right one correctly done, but now the left one, I don't know if it's if I've like ruined it and removed all the looks like I have, yeah. I've removed the actual contact itself. I mean, I didn't do any more scraping, I've just been trying to solder it, so I guess I delaminated it from the piece itself. I'm gonna try one more fix and come in with a tiny piece of wire and connect the 2 of them, but I fucking hate this repair anyways, because this is gonna be right on this hinge point. It's gonna bend like that, bend down, and so, Jesus, this sucks. All right, I've exposed 2 pieces of wire. Might be hard to see, but one of them is up here, and then one of them is down here. And I have a tiny piece of wire. By tiny, I mean really, really tiny. So I'm going to use this piece of wire, hopefully, and connect those 2 points. Okay, it's been an hour and a half, and I've been able to fix 1 out of the 2 broken connections. This is the new silver, is the new wire. So I guess I'll try and do that one more time. It's working correctly. I don't have any shorts onto the next terminal. So as long as I can do that again. My only problem is I've gotten freaking a bazooka for a tool here. Ideally this tip would be much smaller, and I don't think I have any others, so unfortunate. Let's see if I can do it. All right, well, according to the multimeter and testing the top ribbons, I have done it. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever done. I'm definitely just gonna cover this in epoxy. A little dab, a 5-minute, just so that they don't go anywhere. If this doesn't work, I suppose I will order a new cable. But I also hope that this is not like weird power to the board or something, and that something gets fried, because that would really suck. So I think I am confident in my abilities right now. Oh, that's gonna turn off. I'm confident in my abilities right now and what I've done, so let's close it up. Repair made, epoxy added. Are you dry? Oh, hell yeah, you're dry. All right. Checked it with the multimeter, looks good, so onward. So in the installation video, it has this ribbon cable, which is why I freaking cut it wrong, come through here, but this hole needs to line up there, so it needs to be shifted over to like that, which then puts this ribbon, you know, right in line with this, which I don't think is gonna work. That's also right where my repair is, literally. So need to find a better solution. So this was just not gonna work, so I had to cut off this tab so that this ribbon cable can go. Obviously there's a ton of attachment points for the head unit LCD here, so I'm not worried about it not clicking back in, because, you know, it's gonna have a screw right there, you know, and then also all these tabs, so I feel fine about that. But without that, the ribbon cable, because these tabs go into the, like, between the PCB and the front of the screen here, so it would just, you know, it would cut the ribbon cable. It's impossible. So cut that off, and that should fix that problem. So everything is clamped and screwed back together. You can see where I had to make that cut. That is where it was cut right there. So I could put this through here. There just wasn't a way this cable was fitting in that hole. It looks like they, in their installation video, they sized this for a slightly different type of head unit. So I guess that's a bit of a modification you make. I also filed that down to make sure it wasn't going to cut the cable or anything, or cut this ribbon cable when it went in. Now to install and see if my my soldering worked. Well, that didn't work. The button and stuff works to turn it on, but the screen is fucked. So I assume it's my cable. Well, I guarantee you it's my cable. But to be fair, there's not a great way, let me turn this off real quick. There's not a great way to do it. If I pop this LCD off, standby. All right, I just popped it off. There's not a great way to deal with this cable, because it comes out right at this nub right here. Well, actually between the one that I cut off, which it would also interfere with if it was over here, and this one. And it's in the perfectly wrong spot to work. So you can see my repair here, which is still in epoxy, but it would, you know, I need to like fold it down and then back like this, or down and back over here to have it come through that, neither of which is a very elegant solution, both of which don't work. So I guess I need to order a new cable. I'm gonna try and fix it one more time actually, but after that I'm gonna order a new cable when it inevitably doesn't work again, and then that'll be that.